Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to hop on here really quick to talk to you about some nonfiction text types. So, what are you supposed to be reading that is nonfiction? Well, I went to school. I brought my big Post-it notes back home with me. So, some nonfiction text types would include your newspaper articles, any magazine articles you may have, any magazines. I brought home some Scholastic News, which we'll be reading later on eventually. I don't have a picture of a newspaper here for you because we don't get the newspaper. And also some informational leaflets. You're probably wondering what a leaflet is. Anything that comes like in a pamphlet or folded, this is considered a leaflet. It's a Panera menu. We've been getting it delivered. Also, your advertisements, anything that could be in the written form, that's something you can read, but any advertisement you see on television, that's nonfiction because it's giving you information. You also have biographies and autobiographies. Biographies are texts that are written about a person's life. An autobiography is a text that you would write yourself about your own life. And then lastly, one other nonfiction text type, which is a fun one, would be a cookbook. Today, maybe some of your homes don't have cookbooks because even though I do have this in my house, I use Pinterest a lot for cookbooks, for recipes, But a cookbook is definitely a nonfiction type because it's giving you information in there. It's not fiction, it's not a story. You're reading information on how to do something. That's a cookbook. So my question to you is, can you think of a few more nonfiction types? Anything you guys are reading that is giving you information that's not a story? Let me know if you can think of any of those. You can just drop them in the comments below. So this morning, we're going to be talking about some informational text features. So nonfiction is giving you information. So we can use those words nonfiction and informational interchangeably. So some informational text features. In informational text, this is on our Reading Olympics list, The Great Sarum Race, The Blazing the Iditarod Trail. This book is a nonfiction book because it tells a true story. These characters are real. The events in this book happened. This is a true story. So this is a informational text. What else is an informational text? Example would be your little books that you guys have been reading. And this is going to look a little different because in this there are headings and like real pictures. And like showing you diagrams of how things work. In a nonfiction book, that's the inside story of Earth, something a little bit different than a story, but it's a real story. So there's no headings in this book. So this just has real stories, but this is an illustration. So that's the difference between those two. So one informational text feature that we have to talk about today would be like headings. Excuse me, my computer logged out. So we have headings, some have table of contents, some also, there's a glossary in a book like this where it gives you some vocabulary words, and then it will define them within the story. You'll see that too, along with some bold-faced words. But more importantly, I want to ask you why. Why do we read informational text? basically because it gives us information, right? So I'm just going to write, why are we reading nonfiction text? And it gives us information. We're learning something. What else does it do? It also helps us understand the text. Some of these features like a glossary, the heading, it helps us understand. It helps us understand what we're reading. And then some of the other examples would be like pictures, okay? They're going to make the text more fun to read, the information more fun, you're going to be able to understand it better. So these features make the text more fun. That's my pup, Sadie. She sees another dog outside. Sadie girl. Hi, pups. Sit. Sit. She's not interested in sitting right now. I'll get her to sit maybe a little later. All right. So your job now is to come up with and maybe comment below what some text features are. You can include the ones I've already talked about in this video, or you can go to Google and you can do a little bit of research of your own. Then later this week, I will log back in here and upload another video and write down those text features that we talked about in this feed. All right, so enjoy your reading and research, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!